Hi everyone, the title of our presentation is Declarative Memory and Non-Declarative Memory. This is the group members. Memory is the ability to take in information, store it, and recall it at a later time. There are two types of memory, which is long-term and short-term memory. Declarative and non-declarative are example of a long-term memory. Declarative memory can be divided into four types like episodic memory, semantic memory, spatial memory and autobiographical memory, while non-declarative memory can be divided into procedural memory and priming. Next, the definition of declarative memory and non-declarative memory. Explicit or declarative memory is a required conscious recall which consists of information that is consciously stored or retrieved. Implicit or non-declarative memory is concerned with recall of information and events without requiring a conscious effort to retrieve and remember these information and events. It is accessed through performance rather than collection. Example of declarative and non-declarative memory. Declarative memory memorize information. Non-declarative memory perform skills without recalling. As we know, declarative memory is the memory for facts and events. Like examples, knowing what you had for breakfast this morning. Know that George Washington was the first American president. Know that your favorite restaurant is only open until 6 p.m. on Sundays. We know non-declarative memory is memory for skills and habits such as know how to ride a bike, drive a car, know the simple cooking tasks. Types of declarative memory and non-declarative memory. There are several types of declarative memory. Firstly, episodic memory involves the recollection of specific events, situations, and experiences. Example: your first day of school, your sister's graduation. Secondly, semantic memory that processes ideas and concepts that are not drawn from personal experience. Example: common knowledge, such as the names of colors, the sounds of letters, the capitals of countries. Thirdly, spatial memory is a form of memory responsible for the recording of information about one's environment and spatial orientation. Example: a person's spatial memory is required in order to navigate around a familiar city. Then, autobiographical memory is memory system consisting of episode recollected from an individual's life, based on a combination of episodic and semantic memory. Example: memories for experiences that occurred in childhood, the first time learning to drive a car. Procedural memory includes your knowledge of how to perform various tasks, ranging from simple to complex. You use your procedural memory all the time to carry out basic tasks. Some examples of procedural memory include driving a car or riding a bike, playing a video game, speaking to someone in your native language. Priming refers to the process by which a past experience increases the accuracy or quickness of a response. Some examples of priming include being able to say the word automobile out loud more quickly after reading it, seeing a supporter of a rival sports team and feeling competitive, being more likely to think of the word library after seeing the word book. Thirdly, classical conditioning. Classical conditioning is when you unconsciously learn to associate one thing with another. You might have a similar reaction to hearing the unique ringtone you assign to your best friend. You associate that sound with talking to someone you love, so hearing it unconsciously puts you in a happy mood. There is two similarities between declarative memory and undeclarative memory. First is long-term memory. And the second, them both occur in human brain but in different parts. Differences.
Explicit memory for declarative and implicit for non-declarative memory. Declarative memory store facts, episodes and data, while non-declarative store skills and procedure. Information is modality specific for declarative and in general for non-declarative. The declarative memory preserved in amnesia while non-declarative is impaired in amnesia. Declarative memory is phylogenetically late while non-declarative memory is primitive. Declarative memory expressed mainly in verbal form, but non-declarative memory is expressed mainly in form of performance. Memory to recall, but non-declarative is recalled unconsciously.
Declarative memory and non-declarative memory are two major classifications of long-term memory systems. Declarative memory allows us to consciously recollect events and facts. It is generally indexed by our ability to explicitly recall or recognize those events or facts. Non-declarative memory, in contrast, is accessed without consciousness or implicitly through performance rather than recollection.